Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and here's some of the top stories we have for you tonight. A major police press conference on St. Thomas. A 16-year-old St. Croix girl is missing. Jeffrey Prosser's butler is arrested, and a camping we go. These stories and more are up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, sad news to report has just come across our desk here at News Channel 8. A couple vacationing on St. Croix took a quick snorkel off the beach at the Palms Hotel. When the woman came back from the beach, her husband was not with her. Samaritans pulled the body from the water of her husband, who was unconscious. Rescue workers tried feverishly to revive the man, but his consciousness was never regained. We don't have too much more on this story. We will give you an update on this story tomorrow. And a major press conference was held on St. Thomas this afternoon. Lee Carl reports.
We're here at police headquarters where today the commissioner had a chance to introduce the new assistant commissioner, an old friend, Ray Hines. And he has been a chief. He's been 1,000 things in the police department. I can still remember him. And he was introduced today. And he gave, I think, probably the best statement in just saying, tell the criminals straight up, we're coming at you.
The reason that we're here this morning, of course, is to announce and introduce you to the new Assistant Commissioner of the Virgin Islands Police Department, Mr. Ray Hyman. I made a recommendation recently to the governor for Mr. Hyman, and the governor have approved and accepted Mr. Hyman as the next Assistant Commissioner of the Virgin Islands Police Department, a position that had been left vacant since May 29th, when I was appointed Police Commissioner for the Virgin Islands Police Department. Mr. Hyman is no stranger to the Virgin Islands Police Department. He comes here with almost 28 years of service, and he has worked in every capacity of the police department, starting off, of course, as a police officer, worked his way up to police captain. He was deputy chief of police, chief of detective at one time, as well as deputy commissioner. He left his last position that he retired December 31st, 1998 as deputy commissioner of the Virgin Islands Police Department. So we're very happy and delighted to have Mr. Hyman back with the Virgin Islands Police Department as the next assistant commissioner. I want to take this opportunity to ask him to say a few words.
Thank you, Commissioner. Good morning, members of the press. First of all, I want to say to you, Commissioner, coming from a civilian life, to thank you and the Chief of Police and the Deputy Chief and all the officers of the Virginia Police Department for the job that they're doing. The task is very difficult, strenuous and risky, and the members of the police department, in my opinion, has stepped up to the plate. And Commissioner, you ought to be applauded for taking on this job. Members of the press, as the Commissioner said, I'm no stranger to police work. I'm no stranger to my good friend Lee Carl. I'm no stranger to this police department. I've been here for a long time, 28 years. It seems to me that we have to put our arms around this crime problem in this community. And we intend to do that. I want to send a message to the criminal element out there. We're coming after you. We're not going to rest until we get each and every one of you into prison where you belong if you commit a crime.
St. Thomas at police headquarters. Lee Carl for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Lee Carl. And in other news, a mother of a missing St. Croix girl wants her daughter home for Easter. News Channel 8's Wes Small files this report.
Thank you very much, Jerome. We're talking about a missing 16-year-old from the education complex. Her name is Donnell Archibald. I'm here with her mom, and again, your first name is?
Doris.
Doris. Now, you said that you were last talked to your daughter yesterday afternoon on her way home from the education complex, and she said, "Mommy, I'll be home in just a few minutes." And now tell us what happened after that.
Actually, yesterday she called me at 2:56 p.m. I was at the doctor's office. When she called me, she said, "Mommy, can I stay after school to finish my project?" I said to her, "Okay." She said to me that her final words to me, said, Mommy, I love you. And I said to her, I love you too. She said, but I didn't get a chance to call her back. So when I get home, it was a little after 5. I called, my spirit was troubling me, so I pick up the phone and I redialed the number she called me on. When I called, a gentleman answered, a young dude answered the phone, and I asked her, I said to him, can I speak to my daughter, Zenel Archibald? He said to me, hold on. I said, Zenel, where are you? She said, Mommy, I'm coming home now. My friend mother is dropping me home. I said, okay. After 6 o'clock, I called back. When we called back, the gentleman answered the phone again and said, we just dropped her home. I said, where did you drop her? Because I'm outside watching and she's not home.
Right, not because we got to wrap this up. You live in Mutual Homes.
I live in Mutual Homes.
In Estate Grove.
Yes.
If she's missing.
She's missing.
You stayed out there with your other family members until 7 or 8 o'clock last night, and you haven't heard anything from her. Now, you've gone to the police department. You've made your reports.
Yes, I did.
Okay. If she's watching tonight, and almost as important, you have a message for the people who are harboring her, who are watching her. You have a message for your daughter and for the family who is keeping your daughter.
Well, the committee out there, whoever has my daughter, whether they holding her over her wheel, I just want her to come home in peace. All of us miss her, and I just need my daughter. So please, if she is listening to the news tonight, I just want her to come back home. No matter what happened, we just need her back. So whoever's harboring her, she's only 16 years old. Zenel, if you are there listening, we all miss you. Pastor William and the whole church family misses you. So please, Zenel, come home.
All right. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Thanks, Wes. The police in our territory are still concerned about cash for gold. News Channel 8's Lee Carl reports from St. Thomas.
And the commissioner talked about cash for gold.
The areas of focus right now is the area of cash for gold. We believe that a number of our homicides have been linked to individuals that have become victims of robbery and in the interim was shot and killed. So that's the focus of the police department, where we have engaged the Attorney General's office as well as DLCA in terms of looking at these vendors that's authorized, as well as the non-authorized individuals that's out there involved in the cash for gold situation. And we have put a mechanism in place to do the enforcement according to the rules and regs that's already on the books. So that's one of the ways that we're looking at trying to address that problem.
St. Thomas at Police Headquarters. Lee Carl for News Channel.